Hey there, my name is Kat. Welcome to my yoga classes. If you've never taken one of my classes before, welcome. And if you are excited that I'm filming again and you've been waiting for these classes to come back, then welcome back. I did take a brief pause to stop filming because I am pregnant. That is my update for those of you who don't already know. And I'm telling you that mostly just because in my classes from here on out, you might see some changes, some modifications, or the classes just might feel a little bit different than they used to. So that's why they're different. That's why I wasn't here for a while, but I'm back now. So welcome. And as always in my classes, take them at your own pace, make them harder, make them easier, take breaks, use them at your leisure, share them with your friends. And if you're enjoying these classes, then like, share, subscribe, do all those things that you're supposed to do on the internet. and thanks for being here. Namaste. I'll go ahead and get started in just a moment. I'll let you all kind of settle in. And today's class will be a flow class, energize. We'll just start to move the body, energize the body, get any stuck energy out. And of course, as always, kind of realigning our nervous system, relaxing the body, and connecting a bit more with our body and our breath. So, with no rush, whenever you're ready, starting to kind of find your way onto your mat, sit up nice and tall. Take any meditative posture, whether that be kneeling, lying down, using a prop or a wall. And whenever it feels good, maybe allow the eyes to start to just feel heavy, let them close. And without feeling the need to change your breath, just observe it. And as you observe your breathing, see what happens as you observe it. Maybe it changes. And I also want you to bring some awareness into the place of your body that's grounded to the earth. So if you're kneeling, feeling the fronts of the shins and the feet. If you're cross-legged, maybe feeling the legs, the outside of the feet, and the sit bones. Whatever part of you is touching the earth, I want you to bring awareness to it and think about grounding further, a heaviness. Rooting down into the earth, settling. And with ourselves rooted into the earth, starting to pull energy into the body, breathing deep. Maybe allowing some of your exhales out the mouth to release any stuck tension in the body. Good. Let's start to wake the body up a little bit here, blinking open the eyes. With your next inhale, pulling energy into the body, reaching the hands up. as you exhale, just kind of cactus the arms and just a gentle back bend. So think about drawing the heart up and belly up and just kind of allowing a little bit of a natural curve to come into the spine. Draw the elbows super wide, breathe. Good. Inhale, reach the hands up again, lengthen the spine. Exhale again, cactus back bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the arms, open the heart. Just a few more like that, in and out. Two more, in and out. Good, last one. Good. From here, just relax the arms, relax the spine. Do a few shoulder rolls up and back, just kind of waking up the shoulders. Good. And then from here, take the arms out into a T shape, and then just take the hands to the tops of the shoulders. Draw some nice big circles with the elbows, kind of waking up the upper body a lot here. Thinking about full range of motion, trying to really point those elbows up to the sky, as far out and back and down, really big. And then reverse the circles too. Good. And then just relax, release that here. Go ahead and come into a tabletop position. Good. Shoulders over the wrist, hips over the knees, cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly, pull the heart through. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone. Inhale. Exhale. At your own pace here for a few breaths. And if there's extra movement you want, maybe some wiggling of the hips or more articulating through the spine or neck, please feel free to add whatever feels good here. Just kind of moving with intention and using your breath as a guide. Checking in with the body. Maybe notice where you feel tight. Good. And then gently just coming back into our neutral tabletop position. From here, walk your hands a little bit forward and then walk them over to the right. Now from here, I want you to sink yourself back towards the left as much as you can. Maybe the hips drop to the heels. You can let the forehead fall towards the ground. Come on back up. Walk the hands over to the other side. A little bit ahead of you and over to the left, and then sink your hips far over towards the right and back. Good. Come on back up and come back into neutral here, tabletop position. And then go ahead and just rise up onto your shins. Turn yourself so you face the long side of your mat and move yourself over to the left so that you can extend your right leg out. Good. Give yourself some space still on the left as well. So from here, the right foot can be kind of any stable position. Doesn't really matter too much, but reach the hands up. Inhale. As you exhale, side bend over to your left. Start to take your left hand down to the ground and really reach the right arm long. From that outer edge of that right foot all the way along the right side of the body, extend the right fingertips long away from the feet. Good. Should feel a lot like a side angle, but we're not really having to use our legs here. We can really let the body open. Take 4 breaths. Good. Engage your core, pull yourself right back up into neutral. Inhale. And as you exhale, side bend over to the right. Take your right hand along the outside of that right leg and just kind of reaching that left arm over. Just like a reverse warrior here, now opening the left side of the body. Take 4 more breaths. Good. As you inhale, come back into neutral, engage the core. Now exhale, come over to the left again, but do it nice and slow. Use your core to drop your hand. Just kind of tap the left hand to the ground. And then inhale, come right back up. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left hand taps down. And go at your own pace here. Just use your inhales to guide you up into neutral and your exhales to guide you to one side. And as you do so, this is really coming from the core, the obliques. We're using our strength to move slow and controlled. Good. The next time you're coming upright, just kind of hold it there. And again, come down to your left side. So left hand comes down to the ground. Your left foot can kind of turn towards the right a little bit just to give you a more stable base so that you can extend, lift the right leg up off the ground. So not too concerned with where the left foot is, just somewhere that will give you some stability. So whatever feels natural for the body. Now extend the right arm up towards the ceiling, just like we're in a half moon. So really engaging that outer right thigh, strength from the glute and the hip. Breathe. Good. Drop the right foot back down to the ground. Just take a little break. When you're ready, next inhale, reach the right leg back up again. This time, option to bend the right knee. If you feel balanced, your right hand can now grab the right foot. See if you can get a hold of it. Give it a nice pull. If you do, slow, start to kind of back bend, open the heart and belly forward towards the long side of your mat, drawing that right foot back. Nice big opener, breathe. Good. Good. Release it. And take the right foot back down to the ground and pull yourself back up into neutral. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to switch it out. So just kind of taking yourself back into kneeling and walking yourself over to one side so that you're able to extend the left leg out this time, leaving yourself some space on the right. Good. Starting here first, just inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Take that right hand down to the ground. Reach the left arm long. Giving ourselves that big stretch first, about 5 breaths here. And the legs are still strong, intentional here. We're not just completely loose in the lower body, so we're grounded. Our knee pressing into the earth, our left foot pressing down. Energizing up and away. Good. Engage through your core. Inhale, pull yourself back up to neutral. Exhale, other side. Left hand comes to the outside of that left leg, right arm reaching over. 5 breaths here, open the body. Try and relax the shoulders. Good. Inhale, come back to neutral. And as you exhale, come to the right. And we're going to start that kind of tick-tocking motion. Use your inhales to come up. Then your exhales to come over to the other side. Going at your own pace here. Feeling light in this motion. Fluid with the breathing. Doing one more on each side. Wherever you are, coming back into neutral. Inhale. Exhale, come over to the right, right hand down. Feel free to be free in that right foot, however you can get kind of stability here so that you can flex the left foot, lift it up and away from the ground, extend that left arm up, just like we're in a half moon. So really strong. That right leg is super strong and straight. We're engaging through our core and glutes, pushing gently forward, extending that left arm really strong up. Hold it 3 more breaths. Exhale, take a little break. Take the left foot down. You can rest the left hand as well. Just take 1 breath here. Good. Again, inhale. We'll lift the left leg, left arm up. This time, option either stay here. If the balance feels okay, bend the left knee. Left hand comes back. See if you can find that left foot. Once you have it, kind of kick the heel away from the glute. Send the belly forward. Send the glute away from the left back heel. And really open the chest. Draw the shoulder blades together. Kicking that foot away from the body. Breathe. Gently release that. Good. And from here, just coming into a tabletop position facing the front of the mat, let's take a little child's pose. Take the knees wide, rest the hips back to the heels, and relax. All right, let's come to our downward facing dog, hips up and back. Draw the heels towards the ground. Feel free to pedal out the dog here and breathe. Take about 5 or so breaths. Maybe finding stillness in these last couple breaths. It's okay if the knees want to bend, let them if they need. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, ground yourself. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel length. Feel like you're pushing the crown of the head away from the base of the spine long. Look towards the hands. Gently step or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up to standing, rise, reach up. Exhale the hands to prayer. Good. All right, from here, coming to the top of the mat, feet together. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float back. Work through your vinyasa, lower all the way or halfway. Inhale, upwards or cobra. Exhale to down dog. Good. As you inhale, reach the right leg high. Exhale, step it between the front two hands. Come to your warrior two. Back heel spins down. Energize. Feet are grounded, fingertips away from one another. Strong in the body. Gaze towards the front of the right fingertips. 4 breaths. Inhale. And with your next exhale, come to your side angle. Guide your right hand forward and then bend into the elbow. Rest the right elbow to the right knee and extend the left arm long. This next flow will be very familiar, very similar to what we did at the beginning, just standing this time. So it's kind of reckoning with those same feelings here, really grounding through the feet, a lot of weight to the outer edge of the left foot, extending that left arm long. 5 more breaths. With your next inhale, come back to your warrior two. And as you exhale, reverse your warrior, flip that front hand, and then guide the right hand up, left arm down. 5 breaths here. Come back, warrior two, inhale. As you exhale, side angle. Good. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior. And just like before, tick-tocking back and forth. Inhales come to your warrior two. And your exhales guide you over either to the side angle or to your reverse warrior. Take it at your own pace. And just like before, think about being aware of the core here, the obliques. Everything is very strong. Good. We'll just do one more. Wherever you are, next inhale, come back, warrior two. Good. As you exhale, fan your hands down, step your right foot back. Work through a vinyasa and meet me in downward facing dog. Lower Inhale upwards or cobra. And exhale to your down dog. Good. As you inhale, reach your left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Come to that warrior two, other side. Good. Back heel spins down, a little bend in the front knee here. Heel to heel alignment. Energize those hands. Away. 5 breaths. Super strong in the arms, but the shoulders are relaxed. Take an inhale. And with your next exhale, guide yourself to your side angle. Reach the left hand forward and the right hand over. Good. Energize through the feet. Relax in the face. Next inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, you reverse your warrior. Good. Keeping energy in the legs and the feet here, 5 breaths. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Been getting that tick-tock back and forth. Your inhales back to warrior two. And your exhales to reverse or side angle. Using your core to just kind of gently operate this back and forth. The legs are strong and for the most part as unchanging as possible. Good. Wherever you are, on your next inhale, come back to your warrior two. Pause there for a moment. As you exhale, fan the hands down, framing the front foot. Step your left foot back. Vinyasa lowers. Inhale upwards or cobra. And exhale to your down dog. Good. Let's take a child's pose. Knees down wide. Big toes to touch. Rest for a moment. When you're ready, back to downward dog. Hips up and back. Good. From our downward dog, inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step it between the front two hands. Come into your warrior two. Back heel spins down. And if you have a block, I would recommend locating it or just anything that can give you a little bit of support in the front of the mat. We will be working towards that half moon pose as well as that sugarcane pose with the balance, grabbing the back foot. So just kind of having something there set up. Good. And no rush at all. Whenever you're ready, warrior two. Good. Let's take a moment here. Inhale and exhale. Let's take about 4 breaths, stabilizing here. Good. All right, so we're going to navigate towards our half moon here. So just kind of visually spot the block or where you're going to put your right hand down, about a foot in front of your right hand, and just start to lean forward like you were coming into a side angle. Either find the block or the ground, and nice and slow, extend the left leg up as straight and strong as you can. The left hand can either start on the left hip to kind of guide it open, or if it feels pretty stable and ready, it can reach up towards the sky. Good. And just like before, we're just going to stay here to start. Take about 5 breaths. The block can be on any setting. Your gaze can be anywhere that's comfortable. Think about the toes facing the long side of the mat for that left foot. Really flexing the left foot, really pushing the heel away from the body. Breathe. Think about drawing the shoulder blades gently together. Just one more breath in. Gently come back to warrior two. Back heel comes down. Good. Take a little breather here. Let the arms relax. Do a few rolls of the shoulders up and back. All right. So in a moment, we're going to come back into the half moon and we are going to try for grabbing the back foot. It's obviously much harder standing than it was when we were in our kneeling position. So take your time, have fun with it. Don't do it if it doesn't feel like the right thing for you today. All right, when you're ready, come back to your warrior two. And as you exhale, slowly guide yourself into that half moon. With no rush, just as you need. We'll see if I can do this today. Anyone's guess, really. So the way to move into this is slow. Slow is key. Fast is a surefire way to fall. Bend the left knee to start. Draw the heel towards the butt. Start to take the left hand back. Again, this is slow too. Maybe find the ankle, tiptoe the fingers there, flex the foot. If you have a hold of it, you can even just stay there. But if you start to feel pretty good, start to draw the heel away from the glute, sending the glute and heel away, let the heart open, and breathe. Strong in both legs. Take 5, 4, 3, 2, and slow. Release. Come back to your warrior two. Good. Take a breath here. Exhale, fan the hands down. Step your right foot back. Option to work through a vinyasa, or if you feel ready anytime, let's meet in child's pose. Good. Taking another breath or two in child's pose here. Relax the body. And when you're ready, coming back to that downward facing dog, hips up and back. Just gonna take a moment, maybe pedal out the dog. Good. And we'll switch to our other side, reach that left leg up high. And then exhale, step it on through, come to warrior two on your left side. Good. And same thing, we'll get our block kind of set up here, about 1 foot in front of our left foot. Good. And we'll start just with that half moon first, but let's come into our warrior two, ground ourselves, stabilize here, 5 breaths. And just trying to stay present with this posture, not fretting about what's to come, just be here with warrior two. Good. And at your own pace, with your next exhale, start to guide the left hand forward and down, finding your warrior two, or not your warrior two, your half moon. Straightening the right leg, flexing that right foot up and away from the ground. I like to start with my right hand on my hip just because it helps kind of guide my right hip up. But up to you. Anytime you feel ready, if you feel ready ever, you can start to reach that right hand up. Good. Keep flexing that right foot and keep really opening the toes towards the long side of the mat and breathe. Crown of the head far from the tailbone, lengthen the spine. Just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Slow. Come back, warrior two. As you exhale, let your hands just fall. Give yourself a few rolls of the shoulder. Relax the body. Feel free to straighten the legs. Let the body relax. Reset for a moment. Good. Coming back to warrior two when you're ready. Again, give yourself a moment here. Ground first. Be with your warrior two. And when you feel ready, start to come into your half moon. And again, with no rush at all, maybe you don't even go there today. Maybe you just stay in your half moon. But if you want to try, you can always piece it together, maybe just one at a time. Maybe start with bending the right knee, feeling how that is. You can always just stay there. The right hand slow, if you go there, tries to grab towards the right ankle. Again, this is a good place to stay as well. Already pretty hard. If you feel pretty good, start to kick the glutes and the heel away from one another. Kick the foot up, up, up and away, and breathe wherever you are. Hold this as long as you'd like. You can always come out of it. Wherever you are, just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and slow. Start to come back to your warrior two. One big breath here. Woo! Don't fall backwards. Good. And exhale, fan the hands down. Felt like a turtle. Step it back. Option to go through your vinyasa or skip it. Meet me in child's pose whenever you're ready. Everybody coming to downward facing dog. Let's take a few breaths here to just reset the body. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, ground. Find length in the body, breathe. Let go of what worked, what didn't work. And again, just kind of finding yourself here in down dog. On your next inhale, look towards your hands and come to a seated position, either hopping or just gently sitting yourself down. Gently coming into a nice cross-legged position with our right leg in front. So we're going to come into this kind of open cross hip stretch. So with this cross-legged position with the right leg in front, walk the feet away from the body. So just kind of scooch, scooch, scooch them away until your left shin is parallel to the front, if not even more away from the body. So creating some space here. Good. Now from here, just sit up nice and tall, breathe in. And as you exhale, just start to forward fold, walking the hands out in front of you. You can start to play around with adjusting the feet as you need. And just allow yourself to forward fold. Let your forehead come down. You can let your spine round. And this is just one of many, many hip stretches. If this is not feeling like an effective hip stretch for you, and you'd prefer something like pigeon or fire log, please feel free to modify. We'll take about 5+ breaths here. Whenever you're ready, coming back upright. And we'll just switch our sides. If you're in any other posture, feel free to switch however is easiest for you. But if you're in this cross position, then just switch your cross. Again, kind of walking the feet away so that you have a bit of space. And kind of walking the feet towards the edge of the mat more makes this a little bit more deep on the hips. Sit up first, inhale. And as you exhale, forward fold. You can let the forehead rest towards the ground, supporting the body in any way that feels good here. Good. When you're ready, coming on back upright. And from here, releasing this, extend both legs out in front of you. Good. Bend your right knee and let the right knee open, and draw the sole of the right foot to the inner left thigh, bringing it in towards the body. Now from here, I want you to kind of open this nice and wide, so kind of taking a wider V stance here. Good. Now twist to face towards the right knee. We're going to ultimately do a side bend here. Now with your left hand, grab your right knee, reach your right hand up. Good. Now as you exhale, side bend over towards that left foot. Flex the left foot. Really get a nice big stretch from the right side of the body and breathe here. The left hand is really just there to kind of support you to twist the torso up to the sky. If you feel like you can maintain that, you don't have to keep the left hand there if it's restricting you. But do just keep the heart rotating up. Avoid starting to turn the body down to the ground. Keep grounded through the sit bones. Breathe. Good. Inhale, come on back up. Reach the right hand up. Now as you exhale, just take that right hand behind you. Let me scoot up so I have some space here. Just kind of directly back from the body. Now from here, point the left toe, and we're going to rise the hips up, rising up onto our right shin until our left foot is flat. Really send the hips belly high. Reach the left arm back, really open. Draw the shoulder blades together on the back. Spread the heart center open. You can let your head be heavy, crown of the head towards the ground. Breathe. Exhale, release that. Let the hips come back down. Good. And let's switch it out. Take your right leg open and then bring your left foot into the inner right thigh. Again, making sure we have a nice wide kind of stance here. Twist towards your left knee. Right hand starts on the left knee, left arm reaches up. Active in that right leg, so flex the right foot, inhale. As you exhale, start to side bend over towards the right. Good. And start to check in. If you feel like this right hand is limiting you, you can always let go of the knee, but just check in with the heart. Make sure it's still rotating up. Keep grounding through that left sit bone. Breathe. Inhale, come on back up. Reach the left hand up. And as you exhale, take that left hand right behind you. As you inhale, rise the hips up. Rise up onto the left shin. Point that right foot, flatten it to the earth. Reach the right arm back. Good. Let the head be heavy here. Breathe. And exhale, sit the hips right back down. Good. And from here, bend the knees, bringing them out and feet out in front of you, and take the feet about as hip width distance. Good. So we're going to come into a reverse tabletop. So just take your hands behind you. And before we come up, think about doing a nice little kind of shoulder roll, taking the shoulder blades together on the back. Press through the feet, spread the toes, spread the fingers, drive the hips up, up, up off the ground. I have my fingertips pointing towards my heels, but for some that will not feel good. So please feel free to adjust the hands as you need to make this doable. Keep pressing through the feet and the palms. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a little breather here, rest. We're going to do one more of those. So just take a nice deep breath in and out. Good. Set yourself right back up. And you can, of course, do this version with straight legs as well, if you feel like that's a good option for you. For me, I'm going to keep my knees bent. Take whichever version you prefer. Inhale, drive the hips up, breathe. The chin can either be towards the chest or the head can fall back, whatever feels good. Wherever you are, though, really ground the feet, ground the palms for 5. Active legs, 4. Thighs towards each other for 3, 2, and 1. Release that. Good. All right, from here, let's come to lie on our back. Once we come onto our back, just gently bend the knees, grab onto the fronts of the knees, and just draw some little circles. Just kind of massage out the low back. Draw the knees really wide. Come into your happy baby. Flex your feet up to the ceiling. Grab either the outer edge or the inner edge of the feet, wherever is comfortable for you. And draw the knees down and wide to the body. If you can't reach the feet or it doesn't feel good to reach the feet, you can always just grab at the ankles or just hook the arms underneath the thighs. Feel free to rock yourself back and forth. You can also play around with straightening one or both legs. Take a few breaths here. Good. Gently release this. Bring your feet to the floor. Let's come into a bridge pose. So take your feet about hip width distance, heels in towards the body, arms by your side, shoulder blades together on the back. Press through the feet, push the hips up, up, up off the ground, and breathe here. Option to interlace the hands underneath you to start to open the chest, whatever feels good. We didn't do a ton of back bending today, but if you love wheel pose and it's in your common practice, please feel free as well. Keep pushing through the feet, through the toes. Breathe. And then gently release this, coming down nice and slow. Good. And we'll come to a little bit of a spinal twist. So cross your right leg over the left, all the way at the thigh. Just kind of pick your hips up and move them over to the right, and let your knees fall over to the left. Do your best to draw your heart up towards the ceiling and your right shoulder down. With my belly, I'm not able to really do that, so don't do as I look, don't do as I do as I say. You can look over the right shoulder. Maybe even let the eyes close. Take a few more breaths here. To come out of this gently, just pull the legs back into neutral and uncross the thighs. Reset the hips into center and switch, crossing that left leg over. Move your hips to the left. And then from here, let the legs fall over towards the right. Good. And for those of you that are not pregnant, start to keep the heart facing upright, left shoulder down. Maybe look over the left shoulder. Just breathe. Maybe allow the eyes to close. Good. Slowly coming back out of this as well. Uncrossing the legs, recentering the hips. And from here, we're just going to get ourselves ready to come into our final resting pose. As always, I'd love to prompt people to give them the opportunity to adjust as they need. If you need something that will make this pose more comfortable for you, like a prop, a blanket, a sip of water, a coat, your socks, the list goes on. Basically, if you need anything to feel good about this last posture here, please feel free to do so now. And if you feel ready, let the legs go down your mat, arms by your sides, and come into your Shavasana. Take a nice big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let go of the practice. Be here with your body lying flat. Letting the rest of your practice remain in the past so that you can be here, be present with this moment. Let your palms rest face up. Breathe in and out. Let your eyelids feel heavy and let them close if they want. Slowly come back to your breathing. With your next inhale, make it deep into the belly and out of the mouth. Wiggle the toes, fingers. Bend the knees, bring your feet to the floor. Take a nice big stretch. Reach the arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, rest the arms. And let yourself roll to one side and take a brief pause there, just a breath or two. And when you're ready, starting to come back into our seated position, any seated posture. And if you'd rather stay lying down, of course, that's fine too. Sitting up nice and tall, maybe let the eyes close once again. And let the palms rest, either palms down or up to you. Feel grounded. Notice the body against the earth. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in, shrug the shoulders up. Exhale, let them fall heavy. Again, inhale, shrug. Exhale, let them fall. One more like that, in and out. Good. Hands to prayer. Take another inhale. And exhale. Whenever you're ready, allow the eyes to open, coming back into the space around you. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. Namaste.